Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about fake people. People who are just fake, everything's fake, just fake. I feel like a lot of us are not being ourselves. When we're not being ourselves, we're losing out on a lot. We're losing out on freedom, we're wasting time. You're just losing out on being yourself. During my teenage years, my best times was at school. I loved school, you guys. I look forward to my lessons. I look forward to being with friends. Like, I was that kid where it was literally when it's time to go home, like, I didn't want to go home. I just wanted to be with my friends. To give you like a background story of my school years, I was in the same class as the popular girls. So like my best friends were the popular girls. And like, I'm not saying that to be like, oh, you know, I was friends with the popular girls. Like, I'm not trying to brag to you guys, because I wasn't a popular girl. I was friends with them because we were in the same class. But the one thing is, right, the stereotype, like, if you look in the movies, you think popular girls are like the mean girls, girls that just talk about other people behind the back, pick on people, like the bad girls, girls who date the popular handsome boys in the school. Like, that's like the popular girls that we've like pictured in the movies. And to be honest, they do exist in like real life as well. I felt like even though I was friends with like the popular girls in the whole entire school, they got me. I wasn't a popular girl, and they knew I cried a lot. I had like weird like anger bursts at certain times. Not weird anger bursts, not like I was like angry at everybody. It was just sometimes when I get upset and I'd be like, leave me alone. Like back in the day. Now I'm okay. I just understood the way I was. I'm back now. I appreciate the fact that they weren't the typical type of like popular girls. They weren't the mean girls of the school. Like, they were real. Like, they were real, they were kind. Like, if there was a problem, they want to know what's wrong with you, like, how can we help you. And at no point was I peer pressured or like forced to do anything that I didn't want to do. No, it was that peer pressure that you've got to come with us, or you've got to do this, or like go and like be mean to that person. They were not about that life. And what I wanted to explain is that a lot of like teenagers like are in a situation where they're being peer pressured to do things they don't want to do. You're acting a certain way because you're following other people. No, don't follow other people. No point of being fake. There's a lot of people who they are being themselves, but they're in a situation where people don't accept them. Like, you might be, you know, let's say you might be a nerd or a geek, to be more like, to give more of a better example. You might be a nerd or a geek, and a lot of people, no, society don't like to hang around with nerds and geeks. Personally, I don't know what's wrong with nerds and geeks. I find the fact that they're really smart fascinating. And like, I feel like a lot of people are lonely because they don't have friends. You shouldn't feel upset because people don't accept you. They're the ones that don't realise that you are a potential good friend, that you're being real. In this world, we need people to be real. If you're a good, kind person, right, it's great. Lovely. You know what? Me and you will be friends. If you're mean and you're cold, be mean and cold. Be very honest with people. Don't be fake, right? And like hide behind this like nice persona. A lot of like evil, nice people, if you know what I mean. You know, they smile at you, they're always kind, you think they're sweet, but really in their mind they're trying to calculate how they're gonna assassinate you. I feel like if you're a cold and mean person, let people know that you're cold and mean, right? You know, hold that strong. Don't hide behind the niceness. No, nice is for people who are genuinely nice. And people who are genuinely mean and evil, right? Genuinely mean and evil is for them. Be honest with people that that's the way you are, that's your personality. That way people can calculate whether they want to be around you. And if they want to be around you, then you can all be like evil together. But I feel like if you're in that category of groups, you need to be in your own group instead of trying to corrupt us, try and put us nice people down. I feel like a lot of people, if you're lonely, you don't have friends, let me tell you, one day you will find friends. At this moment, just toughen it up until you have friends. Seriously, you don't need friends. All you need is yourself. Go read books, go watch TV, go watch Netflix. Oh my goodness, let me tell you about Netflix. And also, I know it might be hard because if you live like in a small town, where like in a small town or a small village, like seriously, just toughen it up for a while, save some money up, and then move to like the city or something. You're bound to find friends. It's a big world out here. There's bare people on these streets, right? You're bound to bump into someone that's gonna like your personality. Trust me. Don't entertain suicidal thoughts. Don't entertain, oh, I want to grab their attention, or I'm going to go and do something like, you know, buy a gun or whatever. Don't do that. Like, you need people to validate you. That's the word. You don't need people to validate you. When you are yourself, you are free. Free to do what you want to do. Discover yourself. Discover your strengths. Go home. There's nothing wrong with being at home. Watch TV, or like just go and like study, go to the library, read books. Being alone is not a bad thing. Like, I had a situation after like we left school, I was left, my safety net was like my friends. I was myself. Like, I felt comfortable to be myself. Because I had them, and when everybody else went off and everyone chose their college and stuff, and like everyone else went to people, and then, you know, afterwards people went to uni, and like some of us lost contact. Some of us have only like recently started getting back into contact because we just literally bump in together, like, yeah, where are? Some of us have, you know, there's a lot of us who's just gone, you know, we've gone and had kids and like, you know, are living our lives. I feel like after we left secondary school, I ended up in like a group of people who literally, like, they were so fake to my face. No matter how respectful, how nice I was to these people, there was so much fakery, there was so much nastiness, like talking behind my back. Like, I didn't know what exactly I'd done to these people to make them like hate me. I'm not a mean girl, and I wasn't a mean girl then, but it was just people, just, you know, mean people, they're just mean because they just want to be mean. And it was just like that with these people. And after like a short while, me just realizing that no, I can't be around these people, and there was only a space of like a few months. I stopped like being around them, stopped contact with them. Just when went and did my life. 2 years down the line now, these people who I separated myself from are saying, oh, you know, she doesn't want to be around us, she doesn't talk to us anymore because she's found a new best friend, which is true, I found a new best friend, but like, I stopped being around you people because I knew you people were corrupt. You people know how to corrupt people. Like, I wasn't myself. These people were toxic. After I left them, and then in the past couple of years, I've just been in like a process of just growing and understanding that I can be myself and that I can speak up and that I decide who I want to be friends with. I just grew confident. I felt like, no, you know, I could take on the world by myself, basically. In the Bible, it speaks that you should flee from bad company. Bad company causes bad things. Toxic, you can end up into prison. It's people locked up like because they were around bad company, okay? To people forcing you to do things you don't want to do. There's a guy probably in prison who he had big dreams. He wanted to like open up a company, but then not. He was just peer pressured to like do a certain crime that, you know, there he is. He's locked up. He's probably never gonna come out. I feel like now is the time to understand to be yourself. If you're in a situation where you're around someone who is forcing you to be a certain way, do whatever you can to get out of that situation, whether it's a domestic violence situation. If you're having suicidal thoughts, get help. And also depression as well. If you're someone who's depressed, I'm not someone who's been depressed, because right now here in the UK we've been talking a lot about depression. And when you speak up and you're looking for help because you've got depression, you can't feel ashamed of that, because that's who you are at that moment. You are depressed. Don't hide behind it. Don't feel ashamed. Go research, right? There's places you can go to. Speak to a friend that can help you, right? Speak to a friend. If you don't have a friend, call organisations. Speak to someone. Don't be ashamed of this. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you've got depression. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you like different things. Just learn to just be yourself. Don't be fake. Let people know who you are, and you'll be okay. So take care of yourselves, guys. like the video if you liked it. This is definitely going to be part of my channel as well, so expect more of this. But if you've enjoyed the videos, I appreciate it if you liked it. And yeah, comment if you want to leave any comment, or ask me anything, or if you have like issues, like, you know, I could comment back. You know, I'm here to help. If I'm doing this video, then I'm here to help. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because there's plenty more of these videos in the future for definite. Take care of yourselves, guys. I love you, even though I've never seen you. That probably sounds weird. But no, I appreciate the fact that you even like watch my videos. So thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Bye.